Yes, children. Now let's study about the chemical change. Chemical change. A chemical change is any change that results in the formation of a new substance. You know, children, I have already told you that how we detect any change is a chemical change or not, because of the formation of new substance. If any new substance is formed during any kind of change, then we can say it is a chemical change. So usually two or more materials combine to form a new substance. This is called a chemical reaction. A chemical change is generally accompanied by giving off or taking in heat, emission of light, sound, or change of odor. Odor means smell. So children, how we can detect that whether it is a chemical change or not? Here they have given some of the characteristics or properties of chemical change. Means if anything is producing heat during that chemical change or during reaction, if heat is evolved, that means that chemical change is taking place. Or if it is giving some new material or new kind of product. Then emission of light. If light is emitted during that kind of change, and if any kind of sound will produce, and if there is a change in color of any substance, that time also we can say it is a chemical change. So let's see the examples of chemical change. Chemical changes. Cooking of food. You know that here color is also changing, odor of the food also change, and we can say texture of the food, even taste of the food. All the things change due to cooking of food. Okay. Burning of paper. Here we can see that when we burn paper, that time we can see there is a color change and emission of heat also, emission of light also. Emission means produce hona, okay, nikalna. So light and heat both produced during burning. And rotting of waste. Rotting of waste means जो वेस्ट मटेरियल होता है आपके घर में, और अगर हम उसको डंप करें किसी भी प्लेस पे, अगर हम उसको रख दें तो जब वो सड़ने लगता है, जब वो डीकम्पोज होने लगता है, तो दैट टाइम दैट चेंज इज ऑल्सो कमिंग अंडर द केमिकल चेंज. यू नो दैट ड्यूरिंग द रॉटिंग ऑफ वेस्ट it produces very strong, or we can say very bad odor. Very bad odor. Odor means smell. Okay. That time very bad or foul smell come from that waste. So these are the examples, some examples of chemical changes. Children, you can write down your own also. You can find out many changes your own about the chemical changes and physical changes. Okay. So you may have noticed a brown color layer that sometimes develops on the object made of iron. Children, you must have seen rusting of iron. आयन का कोई भी मटेरियल जो होता है, जैसे लोहे को जंग लग जाना, तो these all the things you can experience in your daily life at your home. You can see this example, or you can experience easily. Here in this picture they have shown rusting of iron. Means here spanners are there, iron spanners. These are the tools which are used to fix some nut bolts in vehicles or some machine parts. So these they have shown here how they have rusted or rusting can be seen on any of the iron object. Okay, so this brown substance is called rust. Rust forms when iron is exposed to humid air for a long duration of time. Rust is responsible for corrosion of iron and results from a chemical reaction between iron and water to form iron oxide. Children, how this change happened means how this rusting happened. Rusting always happened because of the humid air. Humid air means if there is a presence of water in the air during rainy season, rusting is so much you can see everywhere. If there is any object of iron, you can see rusting on that iron object, because nowadays means during this season air has so much moisture, so with the help of water and air this process takes place and it can spoil the outermost layer of iron object. Okay, so this is called rusting, and outermost or surface of the iron is totally spoiled by this process. So this is a kind of chemical change, because the spoiled surface, or we can say the corroded surface, we can't convert this material again into iron object. So this is a new kind of material. Rust is a new kind of material which is formed after this chemical reaction. So this is a chemical change. So after this, one more example is here. Fruits ripen as a result of chemical change taking place inside raw fruits. The food once ingested start getting digested by the digestive system. This process results in release of nutrients from the food you eat, which are then absorbed by the body to generate energy. This whole process is a chemical change. Children, here they have given two examples in this paragraph. First example, they have given explained about the fruit ripening. Fruit ripening means fruits ka pakna. You know that when a raw fruit is there, means कच्चा fruit जो होते हैं, कच्चे fruit जो होते हैं वो जब पकते हैं तो that is also a kind of chemical change, because inside that raw material or raw fruits, inside their chemicals are undergoing the change. That's why their chemicals are totally changed. That's why the ripened fruit are we can say example of a chemical change. And second example they have given about the digestive system or digestion of food, which you have studied in the previous classes also, and in some of the classes we have studied about our digestion of food. Means when we ingest food, ingest means when we put food in the mouth and after that it goes to the stomach, and in the stomach and small intestine it is totally digested with the help of digestive juices, and with the help of those digestive juices food is broken down into smaller particles, and this food is again converted into nutrients, and from the food nutrients are absorbed by the blood. Means from the small intestines these nutrients get absorbed into the blood, and from that blood that food goes to each and every cell of our body to provide us energy. So this whole process is coming under the chemical change. Okay, so digestion of food is also a we can say best example of chemical change. So next thing is next example is burning of wood or coal. So burning of wood or coal is a chemical change. When wood is burnt, carbon in the wood reacts with oxygen in the air to create ash and smoke. It releases heat and light in the process. Here children, this example is also just similar as we have seen in burning of paper. So burning of wood also, and in case of coal, both the cases when we burn any wood or coal, that time we can see that some carbon particles are left behind during this process, and when these carbon particles we can collect these carbon particles, and we can't make wood or coal again from these carbon particles. Okay, so in this case, ash, smoke or heat and light, all these things are produced. These all are the new products. So here so many new things we can see, and many kind of properties of chemical changes here we can see. Okay, just like we have studied in the previous paragraphs, that during chemical change sometimes there is emission of light, emission of heat produces change in color or something like that produces. So here we can see many of the properties, means here heat also produced during this process, light also produced during this process, and we can get smoke and ash also. Okay, so this is the example of chemical change. So let's see next. Many physical and chemical changes are linked with each other. For instance, when you prepare a cereal for breakfast, combining the milk and cereal is a physical change. However, a chemical change takes place during the digestion of the cereal. Here children, they have given example of our breakfast. Breakfast means during the breakfast they ask us, when we combine two things, means suppose any cereal you used to eat during your breakfast, and you put this cereal in the milk. Here we can take example of oats or cornflakes. Generally we used to have in a breakfast. Many people are taking breakfast of these things. So here they have given example of similar things like this, that any of the cereal if you use to mix in milk, that is a physical change. Means here there is no change in milk and cereal, only we just mix them physically. So it is a physical change. But when we eat them, after mixing, when we eat them, they are under digestion, and in our stomach we digest them, and during the process of digestion there is a change which is called a chemical change. Okay, just now we have seen that digestion of food is a chemical change. So in digestion it shows a chemical change. Okay children, so this is all about your chapter. Means here your chapter is completed. So next time we will study about the question answers of this chapter, and exercises of this chapter. Okay, so children, today I'll give you one assignment. In that assignment, what you will do, you have to make a column. Okay, means two columns. Draw a line at the center and make two equal columns, and in that columns you first column you write heading as a physical change, and in second column you write heading a chemical change. Okay, and both the columns you have to write 10 examples of both the changes, means 10 examples of physical changes and 10 examples of chemical changes. And don't copy down all the changes from your book. You can find out other changes also. There are so many changes we can experience in our daily life. So you can write down those changes in your copy. Means in this chapter I want that kind of assignment also, and I'll write down also, means in written form also I'll give you this assignment, and you maintain this assignment and you write these examples in your notebook, science notebook, in chapter this changes. Okay, different type of changes. So children, this is all about the chapter. Next time, in next class, we will study about the question answers and exercises. So Jai Gurudev.